Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to a spooky episode of Herm's House Podcast.
Spooky because
It's Halloween.
it's Halloween.
Yeah, I am your host, Herm. I am not actually a Mog, half man, half dog. That's just a costume. I didn't want anybody to get scared. For those of you watching on YouTube, I'm in face paint because my wife Christine is very creative and hooked me up with this little costume. Makeshift so we could walk Gordy to school.
Makeshift last minute because we weren't planning on doing Halloween this year.
Because we were supposed to go to a football game.
Yeah.
But we're
you should show your shirt.
Show the shirt.
It's got the...
it's the Winnebago.
The Winnebago from Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And in all themed glory, like we always do, and it's last minute, Princess Vespa.
Vespa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which could also be confused as Princess Leia.
No, they're totally different.
But I guess Princess Vespa is just more provocative.
Sure.
But
anyways, I didn't introduce you. This is my lovely, beautiful, wonderful wife, Christine, and co-host.
Hello.
Say hi, babe.
Hi. I mean, I've already been talking, so...
Oh, yeah. Anyways, yes, Princess Vespa did have her hair down for a lot of the...
Well, because she took off the headpiece.
Yeah, it was a headpiece.
Put her hair down.
It wasn't actually hair. It wasn't actually hair.
Which I could do right now.
Should. Just saying.
It might just take a moment because there's a lot of hair ties in my hair.
I mean, you got anything else to do?
No,
we're just hanging out, podcasting.
Sure. We can still talk while I'm doing it.
I mean, I'd imagine so. Just don't hit your microphone.
I mean, I might.
You might?
Well. It's funny because I've done Princess Leia hair so many times over the years.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, oh, they didn't come out how I wanted them to come out, and I'm just so picky.
Yeah.
Because you can see, like, the Princess Leia hair back there. You need, like, a whole hair piece. Or, like, hair pieces for those.
Right.
You can't just do it with your... Well, unless you have, like, super thick hair.
And you have to have long hair.
Right. I mean, that's kind of what we do every year is, like, get kind of creative on some random things for Halloween. I've done Bambi's mom.
Bambi's mom. That was a good one.
Zombies.
She had a bullet hole in the forehead.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's hilarious.
And then I'm trying to think. We did zombies.
Mm-hmm. Walking Dead.
Yeah, one year I did a bunch of like face makeup. I did the Cheshire Cat. And did like a werewolf man thing, but not.
Werewolf man thing.
Yeah, because it's like a girl.
Werewolf. Merman.
Yeah, a werwoman, I guess.
Werwoman. Werewolfman.
You know, I didn't do the 80s curl, though. I should have done the 80s curl underneath it. Just leave them hanging. You're not talking or anything.
The 80s curl, you said cuz and then you stopped?
Yeah, well, when I stopped talking, you gotta fill the silence.
I thought you was going to say something else.
Go. I'm trying to flip my hair over here and you're just watching me, and whoever's not watching on YouTube is like, what's going on?
It's a nice
You could be sitting there, like, explaining.
Well, I wish I could explain, but I don't know what the heck you're doing. She's like running her fingers through her hair, and she's got her armpit on camera.
The whole ass armpit.
So who isn't listening on YouTube, you should probably go check out my wife's armpit. It's pretty hot. Anywho, so we were in Mexico this past weekend. I guess 5 days-ish.
Yeah, so we had so much going on. You like?
A ton.
Yeah.
But we went specifically to celebrate my best friend of 150 years, Josh. He turned 40, and he's super old. It's actually kind of embarrassing how old he is, because it's kind of gross. But he turned 40 this past weekend. We all flew to Cancun, Mexico. It was some traveling. We got up at like 2:45 in the morning. Our plane left at like 5 in the morning, and we flew all the way to Houston. From Houston, we flew all the way down to Cancun, and then the party started. And it didn't end until we left.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of craziness.
Yeah, so because we've had a lot going on this week.
Yeah.
I think you didn't really go into that first, because that was like the first thing we did of this long, almost 2-week span.
Yeah.
Of the Herms. I mean, usually...
Like 10 days.
Usually we're busy, but then add in the Mexico trip that, we don't normally go to Mexico.
Actually, never been to Mexico, not like as an adult.
No, I mean, never been to Mexico. You've never been to, like, Cancun.
I've never been to Cancun,
You've
but I've
been
never
to
been,
Mexico.
not as an adult. I mean, I went as a
Right, but you've
18-year-old,
been there.
19-year-old, but that's not, I didn't have no money. We're staying in a little rinky-dink hotel, and yeah, it was pretty miserable, but I mean, I had a good time when I went, with my buddies, but, yeah, I remember it was a long time. It was like 20 years ago. So
Yeah. Wow, you're old.
Yeah.
You're about to be 40.
Yeah. Huh?
Huh?
But I'm not.
Huh?
Yeah. And then,
It was fun. It was a cool resort.
it was a super awesome resort. Shout out Excellence. It was pretty excellent.
All inclusive.
Yeah.
That was the first time staying at an all inclusive.
Yeah, I'd never been to one.
Didn't realize, like, I thought it was going to be more dangerous than it was when it came to the drinks. And it kind of was one of the days.
I mean,
but I think they watered down their drinks.
what they were telling one of the guys was that they basically take all because there's liquor bottles in your room. Like, they're brand new liquor bottles. You got like a bottle of Jack, there's some tequila in there. There's all kinds of stuff. And your fridge is full of beer and like 3 waters and an orange juice. So, but we had all kinds of stuff. And when you don't use it all, they don't just throw it away. They go and put it in a big old bucket. All right, this is a bucket of whiskey. Go ahead, dump it in there. And then this is the bucket of tequila. There you go. So that's how they
mix it all?
Yeah, that's what they were telling us.
The workers?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the free stuff that you get at the swim bars. So yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It's just,
well, I'm glad I found that out after the fact.
Oh, of course. Yeah, like you would have stopped drinking. Stop it.
Probably not. No, it was fun. We did. I mean, the pool was mostly where we hung out. We made so many friends. So shout out to all
the new listeners. Thanks, guys. Everybody who actually.
Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Got a ton of new followers while we were out there because that's all we were doing was promoting the podcast.
So we had fun, mostly at the pool, like meeting all the new people.
150 of them.
And just talking to everybody and promoting the podcast. And I'm sorry if I didn't remember you the next day when you told me that you're following our podcast, because there's a lot of alcohol, like shots, a lot of shots involved.
A lot of shots.
Yeah.
And drinks on top of the shots.
But it was fun.
I wore a Speedo.
You did for 2 days. Wore Speedo.
2 days. I became the Speedo guy. Yeah, that was fun. That's everybody's like, look at this guy. Yep.
And I think everybody, like, that kind of caught everybody's attention. Yep. And I was like, that's my husband right there. And, like, at one point at the swim up bar, you stood on the makeshift bar stool and, like, did a cannonball.
It was a makeshift bar. It's a bar stool.
Okay, bar
it's
stool.
Just underwater.
Underwater bar stool. And then you did a cannonball.
I did.
In your Speedo.
In my Speedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
It was fun. We got to go on a boat in the ocean.
A yacht.
A yacht.
Yeah.
And we got to go.
That was, I'm gonna be the first. I was misleading when we said we were gonna go on a yacht. I don't know why I was thinking like Jeff Bezos.
Every yacht to you is Jeff Bezos.
Oh yeah, like what was that show that we watched? Is it the White Lotus?
Mm-hmm.
And they're walking around the yacht. That's what I thought was. I was like, what? And then we get over there in this boat. Mind you, it was a dope boat. It was cool. Nice. It was like it had a little downstairs thing to it where there's a bathroom. I wasn't going down there. That was scary.
I went down there.
Yeah.
I went down there. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Like all I was doing while I was sitting there peeing was like imagining what the people on the Titanic were thinking. Yeah.
They're sinking.
Like when it was sinking, I'm just like, this would have been all my worst fears again of being in the ocean and in the water.
And we were in the ocean. Technically not in the ocean. We're in the Caribbean Sea, but.
Yeah, either way, it was still like, let's just, when we first got on the boat, like I was super scared. I'm not going to lie. I was trying to keep it together.
Really?
Yeah, because I heard them say, and like, here's the thing. I know a little Spanish.
I know a lot of Spanish.
And when they were talking how ugly the water was, how ugly the currents were.
It's not what they were saying.
What were they saying then?
They were talking about snorkeling. And how they were saying, like, okay, no, we're not going to be able to snorkel because it's too choppy.
Yes, and when they started going out in the water, they said how ugly the water was in that area.
Yeah, because it's generally a lot calmer.
Yes, and that wouldn't freak you out? Like, generally a lot calmer, and here we are going into this choppy water. Like, hello, I've seen movies where this happens.
That's where you get all your information.
Yeah.
I watched this one movie.
Documentaries?
Which documentary?
That documentary about
the Titanic. Hello.
That hit the iceberg and sunk.
It sunk. That didn't win.
Yeah.
There wasn't any icebergs in Cancun, just for the record.
No, there
Like
wasn't.
not even close.
But
The weather was amazing.
when they were on there and they were like, "Yeah, the water is really ugly today," I'm like, "What? Then why are we going out here?"
Let's stay on land. It's not murky there.
No, so
Yeah.
I sat right next to the captain.
Yep.
The whole time when we were going out there. Yeah, I was freaking out.
She's all looking at him like, if you start freaking out, I'm start freaking out.
Exactly. That's how I feel like on an airplane. And I always watch the flight attendant. I'm like, if they're fine, I'm fine.
They look calm.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Yeah, but again, I tell her all the time, like, I did aircraft maintenance for 13 years when I was in the Air Force. And I was like, planes can fly through a lot of stuff.
Yes, see, that is fine.
And those are fighter
You're not
jets.
a boat mechanic.
I'm not a boat mechanic.
So you don't know anything about boats.
I didn't say anything about boats.
And yeah, so after we
Nor did I try to pretend.
After we were going for a while, after I got all the, if this thing sinks, how am I going to get out of here? The windows are open. I can go through there. I can go out through the back. I just got to make sure.
The entire back was open.
Yeah,
giant opening in the back.
Zero
obstruction.
I just had to plan the whole time. And then we got to, well, none of us were wearing life jackets either. So that was the other thing. I was like, I've seen movies about this, or I've seen, Datelines where the boat crashes. Yeah. So a lot of things were going through my head when we were going up towards the island.
I was totally fine. I cracked my first beer. I drank my first beer, and I was like, all right, it's not bad. And then I started drinking the second beer, and I was like, I need to find a spot just in case if I need to throw up, because
you started to get nauseous.
Because it was just a lot of Joe. Mm-hmm. And I was like, goodness, just how they were saying it was choppy, where of course the boat was going up and down and up and down. I was fine. We did finally get to the little lagoon on Isla de Mujeres.
Yeah, by Ricky Martin's place.
By Ricky Martin's old house. And he said Juan Gabriel as well. Both very prominent Hispanic.
Did they live there together?
Mexican. I don't think so. I could imagine. I mean, probably. But yeah, Juan Gabriel. Oh, R.I.P. Dia de los Muertos. We didn't put his picture on the ofrenda.
Juan Gabriel, not Ricky Martin.
Not Ricky Martin. He's fine and well as far as I know. But the boat captain made the joke like, "This is my summer house." I'm like, "Cute. That's adorable. Can we go see it?" And he's like, "Nah, we can't see that." Went through the little lagoon. It was very, very calm going through there.
Yeah, the lagoon. That's where I was kind of like, oh, okay, fine, we made it. And then we went out towards the ocean again. Like
the north end of the island.
The shore.
Yeah, and we anchored down on the shore. Storms were coming in, but they were like the tiny little monsoon type storms.
No,
I guess.
Because that again was when I freaked out again. I was like, that is a hurricane coming this way.
Well, it wasn't, because we checked before we went. The hurricane did start coming in our direction, but then took a hard U-turn away from us.
But I saw it, and I was like, that's the hurricane.
That was the hurricane, yeah.
That's the hurricane.
It was the rim.
We're going to be on this boat in the hurricane. And then not to mention, like, everybody else jumped into the water, minus me and Mar.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mar is Marissa, my buddy Josh's wife of 20
I was like, they're going to be in the water when the storm hits. It's going to be lightning. They're going to die. Like, all the worst thoughts are in my head, right? There was no lightning.
No lightning. It
was just like a sprinkle of rain.
That was a pretty good sprinkle, though.
Yeah.
It was a pretty heavy little downpour.
Yeah, I was on the boat, so it was helpful. Like, I hid under. And so first bout of rain, I was like, okay, this wasn't that bad. They're okay. Everyone's okay. And so, everybody's swimming again, trying to get me in the water. I'm like, hell no, I'm not going in that water.
We weren't really trying to get... We were just saying, like, are you sure? It's nice in here. Like, we weren't being like, no, come on, go being a baby. I knew you were scared, and I even told her, I was like, she's scared. It's fine. Like, we're not trying to make you be brave. We're just trying to give you an experience that you'll probably never get again. And you jumped in.
Yeah, after the second storm came through.
And I'm out there.
I saw another storm. That one was raining a little bit harder. I have some video if you saw the latest reel that I posted. If not, you're going to have to go back. It's around October 30th.
It's around October yesterday.
Yeah, for us, but I don't know when you're listening. But there's a picture, or there's video of you when you're in the water and the rain's just like hitting the water and hitting you in the face.
And I have my beer in my hand and I'm just like, this is unpleasant.
It was funny.
Yep. I did a backflip into the ocean.
Yep, you did a backflip into the ocean. And
off the boat.
So the only reason I got in, though, is because I was starting to feel seasick on the boat. And I was like, I'm going to vomit if I don't jump in. So I got in. Thankfully, like, for the most part, I could touch the ground.
Yeah, it was pretty shallow.
But the waves would come in, and then I was fighting for my life. And then, like, the seaweed would touch me, and every time it touched me,
oh my God, you should have seen. You weren't in there whenever Josh had a mini panic attack. Something hit his foot. And he legit was like, I was like, was that real? He's like, something touched me.
Yeah, see, I don't like that. That's another reason why I don't like going into the water.
It was hilarious because he did it in front of all of us, and it was a bunch of guys. And we all look at him like, you all right, bud? And he's like the biggest guy there. And yeah, and then he did it again. He did it, I don't know, 5 minutes later. Yeah. We're like, bro, there's nothing here. He's like, it touched my toes.
It's not like pleasant to be in there, and the things just keep. Every wave that comes in, something else touches your leg or your foot or gets stuck on you, or you don't know if it's an animal.
It's mainly seaweed.
Yeah, no.
And if it's an animal, it's an animal. What's it gonna do? It's just curious. Just wants to lick your leg.
It was not.
Well.
But yeah, so the boat, then we got to sit at the front of the boat. That was the best part, I think. That was neat. Got to sit at the front of the boat on the ride back in. Yeah. To the hotel. That was my favorite part, I think, by far. Just chilling at the front of the boat. Feeling like, because I started playing Bad Bunny. I felt like we're in a Bad Bunny music video. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. I was the only guy up front. None of the other guys wanted to come up front. Yeah. But it was nice because it was getting warm in the back. Video. What's that? What did we do? I said you ruined our music video. Oh, my bad. I was just pretending to be Bad Bunny. Oh, okay. Though I didn't have my Speedo. You didn't have your Speedo not for that day, one. No. Nope, I just had regular shorts. Yeah. Dang it. There was another boat of just a bunch of young ladies having a great time. And there was a lot of them. And they were dancing very provocatively on each other. And then I saw one of them expose themselves, and I was like, oh, that's a big lady. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, and all the guys were like, did she just? Yeah, she did. Yep, all right. Well, yeah. There you go. And that's the first time, because the resort we went to, there was no kids. Yeah. Right? So the other boats that were coming up beside us with carrying more people and bringing people into the water had kids on it. I'm like, oh my gosh, they still exist. There's still babies around here. There's still babies around here. There's actually, yeah, so that was funny to like have that feeling. We didn't make our way into the town at all because they had just so much stuff to do there on the resort. They had a silent disco one of the nights. That was hilarious. If you haven't been to a silent disco, highly recommend. Highly recommend. It's so much fun. They're hilarious. What a silent disco is that you have these headsets. So you're in a club. Here it was kind of just like their veranda. Patio area. But so everybody puts on these headphones. And there's 3 different DJs. And there's stations on these headphones. So you can listen to each DJ based on the station that you're on with the headphones. And these headphones change colors. So like if you're on green, you were on like some Mexican like cumbia music. And if you were on blue, it was like rock and roll. And if you were on red, it was like hip hop, like 2000s. Like pop. Usher, baby. Yeah, like our kind of generation music. And it was the best time. So when you have the headphones on, you're partying. Yes. And you see that other people have the same color as you, so you know you're dancing with them. You're dancing with them. You're listening to that music. The second you take the headphones off, however, you just hear, yeah, yeah, but you see everybody's having a great time. Just hear weird noises of everybody dancing and slightly singing along to the song. Right, every other word, every third word. Yeah. Like, oh, it was so funny, and we were into it. Like you and I just sat. Everybody else in the party was at first like dancing, and then it's kind of trickled off. And we stayed there for another hour after everybody kind of left. Right. With the people of the night. People of the night. But it was so much fun. I highly recommend trying it at least once in your life. A silent disco. It was great. It was great. And it rained while we were dancing too, so that was like a really cool moment of being like dancing in the rain. Like just, it was fun. Dancing in the rain. Not romantically. It was it was just cool, like party wise. Yeah, party music, dancing. A lot of people went underneath like the awning and stuff. And this night, this was our last night there. Mm-hmm. So like the other nights we kind of dressed up. This night we kind of just like threw stuff together and went out. You know? Yeah. And so, like, I didn't care that my hair was getting wet, my clothes were getting wet, but some people were dressed kind of, like, really nice, so that's why they, like, went into the awning, but... I was wearing my shirt again. Your $90 shirt that we had to buy? That I had to buy because we're going to the beach, and generally, as most of you know, I am only wearing sleeveless shirts because all of my work shirts that I had whenever I was in the Air Force, I just went off and cut off all the sleeves, so I still wear them all the time. And yeah, we went to try to get breakfast the first morning, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah, no, she's wearing like a very similar to what she's wearing right now, a little tank top type of thing. And they're like, but you, senor, you got to go put on sleeves. And I'm looking at my wife and I'm looking at myself. I'm wearing just a legit tank top, like what one would wear to a pool.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, you can't come in here without sleeves. And I'm like,
All right
wow.
then.
Okay. So I went back to the I went back
This
to the
is
hotel.
every place to eat too.
Yeah, I went back to the hotel and put on the shirt that I flew to Mexico in. But it turns out none of the restaurants let you in if you're wearing a sleeveless shirt. So I was like, okay. I went to the gift shop. I just wanted to find a button up so I could just throw it over in case we needed to go into a bar or restaurant or something. I could just throw it over. And yeah, the only one that I found was $89.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
At least it's nice and you can wear it again.
Sure, it's fine, but I ended up wearing it like 4 times.
Yeah, every place we went to for dinner.
Put it on, and I'd take it off, put it in our beach bag, and then ready to go.
It was so much fun. That was such a great trip.
That's the only part that I was like, this is ridiculous, guys. This is dumb. Like, I can eat breakfast at 8 in the morning in a cutoff shirt. Like, it's not. And the worst part was there was a few women that walked in that were a little manlier than I am, call it that, wearing like the cutoff shirts. No, cutoff shirts like what I wear.
Oh.
Cutoff shirts. Just walking in, but and they got higher fades than I do, and I'm like, I should have just, never mind. Never mind. But yeah.
Other than that, it was really cool.
It was super cool.
We had a fun time.
The staff was really, really nice.
I think they were, especially, you speaking Spanish.
Oh, we went with a bunch of white people, and some of them spoke some Spanish. My buddy Steve, he had, especially for a white guy, he had great Spanish. But as far as like conversational, I was definitely by far the most advanced. So anytime one of the workers would be like, struggling talking English, they're like, Herm, come here. And then I'd hit them with a little bit of, ¿Sí qué pasó? And off the bat, like you could just see them completely change demeanor. Like, oh goodness, thank you. You speak Spanish, and yeah, it would be a lot easier. And that was when we were leaving. They're like, you have no idea how appreciative we were that you were here, and that was really, really nice.
Yeah,
so it was awesome.
It's a fun trip, and then we made our way back.
We didn't get home, so our flight took off late afternoon, almost at 5 p.m. Excuse me. And we all fly back together. We all went to Houston. Everybody was miserable. Everybody was already just tired and just hungover as could be. And we get there and we all find a place to eat. And we start drinking again, have a few beers. And from then we take part of our separate ways. They go to Texas, and we, of course, came back to Arizona. Gosh, we didn't land till 11 something. Mm-hmm. And then get all of our stuff, get home. And then the next day, we get home on Monday. Of course, we got to take Gordy to school. He has to be to school before 8. And then we have to get ready for a trunk-or-treat that we signed up for weeks ago, thinking, yeah, it'll be fine. And we were...
Well, no, let's be very clear. You didn't have to do anything.
I cleaned the house.
You cleaned the house. You did
because it was a disaster. Our kids left this house. Boy, if my parents had walked in to the house how it was, they're lucky it was late. I would have made every single one. I'm like, you're gonna clean up from top to bottom, left to right. Even my room was dirty because they let Gordy go in there and play.
He missed us. That's why he was in there.
I don't care.
Anyways, we had to do trunk or treat.
Yeah.
So me and Selena, my sister, who is my partner in our Beautiful Sunday business, mm-hmm. which is Beautiful Sunday Marketing, Beautiful Sunday Marketing Collective. Mm-hmm. And then also if you want to follow Society of BS, it's a kind of our little group where we do some puzzles and trivia and some weird stuff happens there. Check it out, Society of BS on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so as part of the quirkiness and all the things we do, we were like, okay, we're going to do a zombie apocalypse. Apocalypse. Did I say that right? I said it right, huh?
Apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse. Yes. Normally I say it wrong. Because they had a haunted tunnel there at the trunk or treat, so they wanted zombies. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll do a zombie theme. And so we spent all day just creating this zombie, like, area in the back of my trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool. It came out really fun. We did our own DIY.
Like she drives a SUV. It's not like the back of a trunk of like a car.
No, we have an Expedition.
Yeah, it's SUV.
So there's a lot of space.
Yep.
And I think I posted pictures. I'll post pictures again. But we did like zombie, like we had a wood pallet from Home Depot that David cut up for us, and we did Do Not Enter, Dead Inside. We put some pieces of body parts. We covered it all with like the big black garden bags, put some strobe lights, had some caution tape. It was pretty gnarly looking.
We won the spookiest trunk.
So it was really gnarly looking.
Yeah.
I did like my makeup. I did the kids' makeup. So we all were like zombies. Mm-hmm. You had a mask and your maintenance suit, and you won scariest costume.
Scariest costume because I was freaking everybody out because I was walking around and had a little chainsaw thing going on, and I was even the adults were like, "Could you not, please?"
Yeah, that was like your MO. Like
that was hilarious.
Like to scare people.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh, it's gonna be.
I like doing the gory makeup. I like doing that. So we did that like zombie looking gory makeup. I did on my face. And then the kids' faces. And some of the random kids that were like, "Can we do that?" And I'm like, heck yeah, got extra makeup. So the kids helped out that night, which is really nice. And it was so much fun. It was like a great turnout. All the kids were trunk-or-treating. I had the best spot. We were right next to the DJ.
Yeah,
so
right in front.
Right in front. So I was like, back in Mexico all over again.
Yeah.
Party's not over.
Except for nobody was drinking.
No, we weren't drinking.
Nor did we try.
No, we were done. But it was fun having the DJ right there.
That was awesome.
So that was fun too.
Although I heard K-pop Demon Hunters 78 times.
They did play a lot of K-pop Demon Hunters.
It was the most.
It was the best. I like K-pop Demon. And there was like one of the dads dressed up as Rumi, the main character. Oh, it was the whole. He had the hair,
giant braid,
the jacket. Oh my gosh, he's so funny.
It was pretty funny. And he had the dance moves.
He knew them. He obviously watches a lot like we do.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know the dance moves, and I've seen that a couple times.
You know the soda pop dance moves.
I just know the shoulders.
See, there you go. You know
hear my soda pop. Anyways, Coach Corey, another creeper that was walking around in
He's
like
not
a scary.
An actual creeper.
No, he was just in a scary. Like he was in his raincoat, and he had a nasty skull type mask with like light up wires in it, and he was doing a crazy whistle.
You're not going to blow
I'm
that
not
whistle
blow the whistle.
Do not blow that whistle in here.
But I did go out and buy one myself.
He's showing the whistle.
Because it's the Aztec death whistle.
Oh my gosh.
Which I had never seen or heard of in my entire life until Monday. And I asked him, "What on earth are you doing?" And he showed me, and he just blew. Oh, I mean, it's just.
You can blow it lightly.
It's just. Except when you do it loudly, it seriously sounds like someone's being murdered.
Like a screech.
So I said, "Let me check these things out." Jumped on Amazon. $16. Oh, overnight delivery. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. So it came yesterday.
Good old Amazon Prime.
Thank you so much. It came yesterday. And yeah, I will be utilizing that tonight. I actually sent out a community Facebook post.
Community Facebook.
To put hey guys, just FYI, if you live near my neighborhood or you live near my street, I bought this whistle. It is quite alarming. Do not be afraid. It is just me. But by all means, come by the house because I'm going to have my garage open and I'm going to have this
scary thing.
I'm going to similar to what we did to the trunk-or-treat. We're going to black out we have a third car garage, and I'm going to empty it and I'm going to black it all out.
I think we need to empty it, but yeah,
I'm going to empty it.
I don't have to discuss the plans with anybody on here or what we're doing.
So I was going to get my treadmill. I'm going to fold it up. Anyways,
no one wants to hear the details. Anyways, you're going to do a haunted garage.
I'm going to haunted garage, but by a haunted garage, literally all I'm going to do is black out the sides.
You're still explaining it? Okay, you're still going to explain the whole thing.
I'm giving a visual. I'm going to black out the sides, and I'm just going to stand at the end with the strobe light on me and me with the bucket of candy waiting for the kids to come in. And for those that are too cool, because you always get those teenagers that are like, "You're not scary. You're not scary." I'm going to let them walk in, and as they're walking out, I'm going to blow my whistle. And it's going to scare the crap out of them. I don't care how tough you are.
Yeah. You scare the babies, too. You're so mean.
I don't scare the babies. I just stand there when the babies.
Yeah, and that's scary.
Right, but I don't, because with the kids, I actually like go and make eye contact, and with the babies that were walking around, I just kind of look up. And, la la la. La la la. Especially if it's just a mask when I'm handing out candy, and the babies are coming, I'll flip the mask up, and I won't scare the babies. depending on their age. If you're like
some parents want their
5,
kids to be scared.
it's hilarious.
You notice that? Like some people,
hilarious.
like scare the baby. You're like,
They're
oh
like,
my
"Go get him.
god, he's like 2 years old.
Go get him."
Yeah.
Oh, and sure enough, they freak out.
Oh yeah.
I usually do scary when it comes to, like right now, it's silly and funny because I was walking Gordy to school and I wanted to be a part of their Halloween thing, and that's why we threw this together. But
no, we normally do scary though.
I normally do scary, and that's the plan for tonight. It's going to be House of a Thousand Corpses themes. If you've never seen it, Google it. I'm going to do the similar to the main clown character, who is not a very nice guy. I'm going to have my little chainsaw and my maintenance suit. I think I'm going to pull the name tags off. I'm just going to have it just a plain. I didn't want to, but pull the name tags off.
Just put them back on.
No, they're fine. Because it's literally just a Halloween costume now. Yeah. I haven't touched it since last Halloween.
I think we have like 4 other ones if you want them in this garage. 4 other maintenance suits.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, have this one, and yeah, I'm going to, at least for a couple hours, hand out candy and to the brave ones that want to come in and get some. I'm also going to put a sign right in the front of the garage that says free candy.
Yeah.
Walking into a garage where there's a clown in the back that says free candy in the front.
Yeah.
Come on in.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. So that's going to be our evening.
Well, that went from our Monday to the Friday.
Yeah, what happened in between?
Yeah, we didn't talk about the in-between. Because in between, we went to the Boy Aquarium.
The Boy Aquarium.
We went to go see...
For those of you who don't know what in the heck she's talking about, we went to a hockey game.
A hockey game.
The Tucson Roadrunners down here.
Well, because they're in the glass.
Yeah, now if you can imagine...
Just don't tap on it. They don't like when you do
They don't like when you tap on the glass. Yeah, we went there.
It was fun. We went with your brother and one of our friends.
One of our friends, Miss Tina.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be her and Cam, but he gets sent away. And it's hilarious. Huh?
I said, but anyways, enough about that and more about the Boy Aquarium.
More about the boys.
So we were so excited. We sat like a couple seats up from the glass, and we were right behind the hockey players, like their bench.
Yeah.
Which initially thought I was like, oh my gosh, we're by the hockey players, until it was like, oh my god, I can smell the hockey players.
Smell their pads.
It was so bad.
Because we got kids in football,
yeah,
and they don't wash their pads.
No, it was so bad. It smelled. Every time they'd switch, which if you're familiar with hockey, they switch a lot, and they'd
like every 2-3 minutes.
Right, you get a whiff of them every time they skated in, and it was just smell a whiff of just.
I have terrible smell. I have the worst allergies, and it took a solid period and a half because they only have 3 periods in hockey.
Yeah, when it got extra marinated with sweat, then you finally
smelled it. Then they started wafting it to me. I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
It was bad, but it was fun. It was a fun hockey game. It was their 10-year,
like
10-year season, which is funny because we went during year 1.
Year.
So it was a full circle of going back to the Roadrunners.
That was the first time we went, and we haven't gone back since. This was the last time we went. I mean,
yeah, the second time.
Yeah. So.
But it was fun. Hockey's fun to watch. We're like every time they'd like beat up each other, we try to start trends.
Kill.
There was whenever someone would get a penalty on our team, they would call it the penalty kill.
It's called a penalty kill.
Yeah.
And that's because
so they announce it, right? They'd announce penalty kill, and so we'd go kill.
Just to kind of explain.
No one was doing it. We've never seen it before.
No.
But we started doing it, and then there was some
chanting.
people behind us started chanting it every time we would chant. We'd go kill, like we're starting a thing here.
Yeah, and then
we're starting a thing.
We're like, they did it.
Yeah, so it was so much fun.
We made it on the jumbotron.
Jumbotron a couple times.
Yeah,
we always do.
We always make our way onto the screen.
Always, every sporting event we go to, we somehow get on the jumbotron. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
and we weren't even drunk this time.
I mean,
I had a beer.
Sure, you weren't drunk.
Okay, that's fine. But no, like when we went years ago, we went with your mom and stepdad to the Dallas Mavericks game while we were up in Dallas one year, and we made it to the jumbo, and we were plenty gone that day.
But we were like at the nosebleeds, like the very last seat you could
touch
get.
The roof. Like, you could touch the roof.
And we got on the jumbotron. That was fun.
Yeah, that was so awesome. And I caught like the last second and a half of it on my Snapchat. I was like, oh, look, it's us.
Which is so funny because they don't stay on you very long. And if you're not paying attention, you don't know when you're going to be or if you're ever going to be on the jumbotron. Right. So no one's ever ready with their phones out to catch their picture of them on the jumbotron. But when it shows them, right? You're watching people on the jumbotron. You can see them like fumbling to try and get their phone. By the time they get their phone, it
Gone.
clips off of them.
Yep.
Which makes me laugh every time too.
It's
Because I'm
hilarious.
like, dang it, you missed it. Oh well.
Yeah, luckily I was there with my actual wife, so I didn't have to worry about any kind of drama.
Yeah,
With the
no
jumbotron hit
Coldplay,
me.
jumbotron drama.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
we're
fine.
good.
That's
But
one of the I bring that up because that's one of the top costumes ideas.
this year,
Yeah,
the
this year
Coldplay
is
jumbotron
the cheating couple.
CEO. Yeah. And then the next night we had Layla's senior night.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I'm so glad that it was so like lackluster, I guess.
Like it wasn't
Wasn't
sentimentally
sentimental at all.
chummy. Like they didn't have the music playing and they didn't have the baby pictures. Like they didn't have anything to be. It was just still sentimental because it's like senior night cross country.
Right.
But it was more cutesy.
Yeah, because
They
the first one we did with my oldest son Noah, tear jerker.
Mm-hmm.
That one was rough because it was one, our first kid.
Yeah.
Two, it was at the stadium for football,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a big old jumbotron there at the high school. But they had pictures going up, and of course, this baby picture,
Mm-hmm.
and multiple baby pictures, like
Mm-hmm.
little kid pictures and all that stuff. And they were playing "Boys of Fall."
Mm-hmm.
If you've never heard it by Kenny Chesney, oh my heart!
Yeah.
It's a football song. If you're a football person, it definitely hits you right in the gut.
Yeah. But they didn't do that. But it was still cute, and Layla's friend was there, so she got to take pictures with her, and
Yeah.
they kind of did it like groovy kind of theme. So they had like little flower bands or like those little glasses. So
Tie dye.
it was super cute, and Gordy was there running. Layla was like, I just wanted to do a leisurely jog. She was like last. Like the last person finished of the entire group, and I want to say like 20 minutes later, here comes Bubby.
It wasn't 20, but almost.
Felt like it.
But almost. Mind you, this is a timed run. It's 3 miles. I think she finished in 32 minutes, and the girl ahead of her, which was second to last place,
Mm-hmm.
finished, I would have guessed, in 26 miles. 26 minutes?
Yeah.
It was a solid 5 to 6 minutes
Yeah, so it was pretty funny. But she's like, I just wanted to finish with a leisurely jog.
I was like, you started with a leisurely
She
jog.
didn't want to throw up on senior night. Like,
Yeah.
okay, fine, I get it.
She has that knack for throwing up every time
Yeah.
when she runs hard. It's not very often.
No.
But,
No.
And I told her at the end, I was like, hey, you're doing track next semester. How about we try hard at it this time? Let's just go out with a bang. And she was like, yeah, all right, I'll try. So we'll see if she actually gives it a go. I have no idea.
Yeah.
She might not. And I'm hoping she does. It's one of those things when it comes to sporting. I just want you to try. I don't care that you're good at it. That has never been a thing for me. I don't care that you're good at it. I just want you to try hard at it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try hard at
Like
it,
care.
that's it. Just give a crap. And she's just very like, this is fun, but not really. Gordy was running next to her. She was getting so annoyed. Like, dude, will you run? Go away. And the worst part is he's faster than her.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 6.
Yeah.
That kid.
And he's like, come on. Why are you running
What's
so
the
slow?
hold up?
Minus,
Let's
like,
get up
she's
there.
on her second lap, like in the 2-point-some mile,
Yeah.
dying.
I strongly feel that he still would have beat her had he started with them. I'm just saying. I don't know that we've ever made him run 3 miles.
But speaking of
I
Gordy,
kind of want him to, though.
he lost his first tooth.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, kind of lost.
Kind of lost it. You pulled it out
With pliers.
with pliers.
He let me.
He did. When
Yeah.
we first tried it with the Nerf gun.
So
But
in
you don't know
fairness,
how to tie a tooth to a Nerf gun.
no, it's tied. It just it held the little dart. We needed a stronger Nerf gun, which we had. They just didn't want to go get.
Yeah. And he was a trooper. Like, he's like, yeah, let's do it. And then you're like, well, it didn't come out, so let's pull it out with the pliers. He's like, all right.
Mind you,
do
the
it.
best part about this was the bargain to get his tooth out was because he didn't want to go to bed. I said, fine, if you're going to stay, I'll let you stay up and we're going to pull your tooth. And he was like, done.
Yeah.
But
He's like, okay.
I'm staying up. So yeah, I went and grabbed my little needle nose pliers.
Yeah. And so Mariano was there and he was filming. So when we were filming the Nerf gun, I was like, okay, Mariano, you're camera 1, I'm camera 2, so we can get a couple angles. We can get a good video out of this. So then when you grab the pliers to get ready to do he's all, Mariano's there filming, he's all, where's my camera 2? Gordy, where's my camera 2? And I'm like, oh yeah, here, let me film too.
Yep. Yeah, it was a whole production. And I did the whole dad thing. I I cleaned the pliers, got some hot water, cleaned it off, doused them in alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes, doused them in alcohol, and then I let them dry, and then I go. Mind you, I'm not a mechanic. They're not like high use. I'm not out there, turning wrenches all the time. I just happen to have a bunch of tools over the years, and I went and grabbed them, and I put it on. I got a good grip on this tooth. You have to get the base of the tooth. And I was like, all right, Gordy, we're gonna go on 3. All right, you ready? And he's like, uh-huh. And then I was like, okay, 1. And then I just I pulled on 1. And he's like, oh, that didn't even hurt. Or he said, that only hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the tooth comes out.
To be fair, that tooth had a deep root.
It did.
Like a deep root. That thing wasn't going to come out for days had you not pulled it out.
Probably a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I was like, oh, a little jagged edge on this side. It looks the same length on the other side.
Yeah, it was pretty deep, but he got it off, and he was so happy. And then he got, in the morning, we're like, what did the tooth fairy bring you?
Yeah.
It's like, $20. It's like, $20?
Yeah.
Tooth fairy didn't have any change.
Tooth fairy apparently didn't have any change, because that was the only bit of cash they were holding at the time. Mm-hmm. So that's what they gave Gordy for his first tooth. I did explain to him very clearly, like, bud, this is only for the first tooth. All other teeth are about $1 or $2 at best. He goes, I think they're going to be like 10. I'm like, oh, this ain't a negotiation, homie. I don't know what you're talking about. The rest of the ones, the special, you did cry, by the way.
Yeah.
You cried because that was your first tooth.
Yeah, first tooth.
Because even if we have grandchildren or any of that stuff, like, we're not going to be a part of that.
No.
We're going to be doing it at home, and,
we're going to find him like, oh, got a tooth, we're going to pull it.
I'm pulling it, dibs. Layla's going to be like, I swear to God, if you pull that kid's tooth. Although, I don't know, she might let me. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully not for another 15 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But.
We'll see.
I know. Goodness. But after Layla's senior night, we did Mariano's last game as a junior.
As a junior football.
A little, not anticlimactic, but a little disappointing. He did get hurt at the end of the first half on a no call. Should have been a call, in my opinion.
It was disappointing because his refs were awful.
The refs were terrible. I mean, don't get me started.
No, we're not going to get you started.
Football and refs, Arizona.
We don't get a minute anymore. Football's over. Mariano scored a touchdown, though.
Scored a touchdown.
And then on the extra point is when he got hurt.
For the 2-point conversion,
the
defender collided with him. Again, drove me nuts that they didn't throw a flag. You can't go through a receiver to get the ball, which is what he did. There should have been a penalty. They should have had another opportunity. They didn't, whatever. They actually waved the flag, whatever. He stayed down for a little bit. So again, those kinds of things that drive me nuts. I've been in several situations on the football field where I get cracked. And I remember, like, I couldn't see straight. I was like in 8th grade, and it was like, I don't know where to go. I started walking like in the wrong direction, and luckily one of my other players grabbed me by the shoulders and was like, no, this way. I was like, oh, okay. And I went back. But the first thing I did was like, I'm not staying down. That was always my mentality. I'm not staying down. The only time I ever stayed down was when I broke my ankle and I couldn't stand up. My ankle was on the side of my leg.
Yeah, but normally he pops up.
No, he's actually pretty good at staying down.
No,
that's my point.
Normally he pops up.
I don't know.
Normally he pops up. That's why, because I had been watching all season, normally he pops up. This was a good hit.
Well, I'm going all the way back to the first years of tackle.
He was worried that he dislocated his shoulder again.
Because he did that last year.
Yes. That was his main concern.
It was just a bruise. But he walks out in a sling with a bruised shoulder for a bruised shoulder in a sling.
Yeah.
Anywho, that was, they won. The JV went undefeated. Cool. The varsity plays again tonight. They might make the playoffs. I don't know. Mariano's kind of over it for this season. They haven't really treated him, I think, fairly, but that's just us. We're not there on the practice field, so we can't really
we don't really know.
Speak for it.
But hopefully, we'll see. I told them just work really hard on this off season, show up next year, and get you a team so you can keep playing in college.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, but time will tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so like I was saying, tonight is Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm like a little sad that sad, yes, because we weren't planning on going to be here for Halloween because Mariano was going to play with varsity.
Right. And it's an out-of-town game.
It's an out-of-town game in Phoenix, which is like where it's at. It's almost 2 hours away from here.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be back in time to do any kind of Halloween stuff. And so I didn't even plan a Halloween costume. So, like, I didn't even get to pick
You
anything to
literally
do
have all
this year.
day.
Huh?
You literally have all day.
I know we need to go get candy.
You're super creative.
Oh, I just remembered. We gotta go get candy.
We do got to go get candy.
Yeah.
I got to get my garage done.
Yeah.
But with that said, before we leave, I wanted to, as anybody who follows me on Instagram, I have weekly Herm's Fun Facts.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to end us with some good fun facts about Halloween or related to Halloween.
Interesting.
Yep. So dressing up, as we all do, and most of us do, it actually goes back to the origin of Halloween, which is called Samhain. It was the Celtic religion.
Okay.
So basically, what they thought was, they knew the souls were coming in, but in order to avoid the bad souls, they would disguise themselves in costumes. So that way they wouldn't recognize them and, pass by and leave them alone.
But what about the good souls that were coming to see them? They wouldn't recognize them either.
No, those were the ones that they were invited. So you would invite them.
But if they don't know who you are because you're in a costume.
But that's when they were walking around. It says, souls of the dead return home. To confuse any harmful spirits, people wore disguises and lit bonfires for protection.
Interesting.
So boom.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
Fun fact.
And also, none of that's saying that they wanted the good souls to come back. They were just trying to avoid the bad ones.
So, okay, so I guess it's just, there's no stopping it. The souls are coming.
That's what they're saying.
So you just got to disguise yourself.
Disguise yourself. That way they won't find you.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying? Black cats. I know you're kind of a little superstitious when it comes to certain things.
Yep.
And they're not bad luck. The reason that they're thought to be bad luck is because in the Middle Ages, they thought witches would have turned into cats.
Oh.
And because they would disguise themselves as cats, and because black cats were, they were their helpers, as they would call it. That's why they said they're bad luck. But with science, they've shown there's obviously zero connection to bad luck with any cat, period.
So you say.
But they say black cats are actually kind of lucky because of the gene that they have that gives them all black fur, also assists way higher in fighting off infection than other cats.
Oh, cute.
So, I mean, it's actually
so they are
kind of
witches.
Lucky.
So they are witches.
That's the one you're going to pick is, I'm not going to get sick as a witch.
Yeah.
If anything,
does. You can live longer. Hello. The longer you live, the better.
Better what?
Witches. Black cats.
I'd like to hear that argument. The longer you live, the better. Okay.
Unlucky.
What's good about living longer?
No, like you don't get sick and die.
Right, but what's good about living longer?
You have more life to live.
And just be older?
Well, yeah, you get to live life. But they fight all these diseases that in your old age you might get, so they'll be fine.
Because
they're
see
witches.
The benefit. And then last but not least, the heaviest pumpkin of all time ever grown was 2,624 pounds. Jeez. Held by a grower in Belgium.
By a grower? Grown by a grower.
Owned by a grower?
Okay.
Grown?
Growed?
Gardened? Pumpkin.
I
don't know.
Grew by?
Grew by. It grew by. Yeah, a guy in, I can't pronounce that name, so I'm not even going to try. In Belgium.
Nice.
It's Guinness Book of World Records. 2,624.6 pounds.
Don't forget the 0.6.
That's a big pumpkin.
That's a big one.
I hope they made pumpkin pie afterwards because Thanksgiving's right,
I wonder what they did with that pumpkin afterwards. If did they eat it? Did they carve it?
That's a big pumpkin.
That's a big pumpkin.
It's the size of a car.
Yeah.
Like Layla's car.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Interesting.
But yeah, anything you got anything for your listeners?
Not really.
Tell them a little happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Yeah. All right. Well,
stay safe.
Stay safe.
Get flashlights.
Reflective belts.
Don't be dumb.
Reflective clothing.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb. And be nice.
Be nice.
Except for me, I'm going to be
always
very scary.
Be nice.
Yeah.
I know you're always going to be scary.
But yeah, with that said, we got to get out of here because we got stuff to do, and you guys ain't got to go home. But you got to get the heck out of here. Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.